Hey, my name's Brandon. Some of you might know me as Willco, and on this episode, we're talking about why I sold out.
All right, so you're here basically to explain why you quit.
Yeah.
Why did you quit?
So I've been thinking about the last couple of months, and I was getting more and more as cliche as it fucking sounds, like signs from the universe that it's time to pack it in.
Yeah.
Because I only actually wanted to DJ till I was 21. And then that thing blew up. We won't say what it is. And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm doing this now. And then the last couple of months, I haven't really been enjoying it that much. And I've literally downloaded 4 new songs in the last month because I just don't get excited about new music anymore. Maybe I'm just old and I just want to listen to fucking Short Stack on a loop forever. And I was in Margaret River 2-3 weeks ago or something like that. And I was journaling and I was writing out what I want to do with my life, in every single aspect of my life. I was doing it for 2 hours straight, just writing out what I want to do and how I'm going to get there and stuff like that. And then afterwards, I thought from it, I'm you didn't for a fucking moment think for even a little moment think about DJing in the future, or you just thought about everything else, but you didn't think about DJing. So I'm okay, that's really interesting to think about. And then I was just getting more and more signs. And I thought about it more, and I was fuck it, let's just call it.
Yeah, and you did.
Yeah, so I just messaged my booking agent guy, Jeff from Monster Management, does all the Capital Corp bookings for the venues and stuff like that. I was I don't want to do it anymore. It's just you don't have to worry about booking me in the future. He actually kind of semi-agreed. He goes, yeah, you're actually kind of more corporate businessy these days.
Yeah.
And I was yeah, that's true. And then there was a number of reasons I quit. Another one was I want to get my marketing business off the ground, and it's literally the same kind of dilemma I faced when I went full-time into DJing. It was I was a waiter, I had a safe job as a waiter, and then DJing wasn't quite paying the bills kind of thing, but I was I can either just jump in the deep end and try and make this thing work. And if it doesn't work, worst case scenario is you move back into your parents. The worst case scenario being unemployed in Australia is the government pays you to be unemployed.
Yeah.
And it's yeah, woo. And then it's so scary. And then, so, I kind of had the same mentality, leaving DJing. I'm all right, let's just, if you just keep your toe in the safety of, DJing, you're not going to really go all in on this business thing. You might as well just fucking cut that off, push yourself down a whole fucking tax bracket, and then just try and make it work. And just focus on this one thing, because otherwise my, attention is going to be split between all these different things. I'm not even really, I wasn't even really, passionate about DJing. I just like getting fucked up. That's the truth. And just being a DJ just means I get a bar card and get free alcohol. I can still get fucked up and not be a DJ.
Yeah.
I've literally been to a strip club every fucking Wednesday for the last 8 weeks and got fucking hammered. Don't need to be a DJ to get hammered. And getting hammered isn't a good enough reason to be a fucking DJ. There's a bunch of kids out there that are real fucking passionate about it and don't need a bottle of vodka to enjoy it. Yeah. And for me to be yeah, I just want to be a DJ because I just want to get fucked up. That's not a good enough reason to pursue this career. That's just vanity, really. And so that was the other thing I was thinking. I'm nah, some other kid can do this thing. And then I tried keeping it interesting with the AV thing, which some people might have saw for a couple of weeks, and that was fun for fucking 2 weeks. And, and then I was it was literally all I wanted to do was just make memes that people could watch. And then I was there's only so many memes you can fit into a 4-hour fucking set. And then I was all right, well, that wasn't really that fun either. And so, yeah, I was just we'll just call it. And then just try and make this marketing thing work. I'm still going to be involved in, the nightlife industry. Yeah. I still do all the digital marketing for Capital Corp. I'm still going to be fucking promotions manager or dad at arcade nightclub as all these fucking 18-year-old teens are calling me because I'm 4 or 5 years older than they are. I'm still going to be involved in the nightlife industry. So he's grandpa then? Yeah, basically. Yeah, you're basically dead by their standards. I'm still going to be involved in the nightlife industry. I just don't want to be in charge of the fucking song plays next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes away that, basically that responsibility.
Yeah, and that expectation. And this, because I'm not passionate about it anymore, I'm just getting less and less good at it.
Yeah.
Which is this is the fact.
You don't have any,
I have no drive. I'm just playing the same fucking songs over and over and over again. Some people think it's sick, but that's because they're hammered and they don't remember I played the same fucking thing last week. It's I remember.
But then it's that whole, they say you can have 1,000 people say you're good, but one person says you're bad and it drills in you. You can have a club full of people that are fucked off your head, but you have that one person that messages the page and be yeah, you played that song fucking last week. Like, get some new music, you stupid DJ.
Yeah, like that never really bothers me. Like I actually had a lot of people message me a lot, like on Instagram or on Facebook, saying they really enjoyed my sets. But the fact is, like, I literally just wasn't enjoying it anymore. Like I used to have like,
It's only because you play the Veronicas.
yeah, that and like I remember the last time I played Alright Sins Not Tragedies at Metros, and I actually thought I hadn't like posted or like decided I was going to quit DJing, but I actually considered getting on the mic and saying this is the last time I'm playing.
Yeah.
And like no one knew, but I was like, nah, you're just drunk and being dramatic. Don't do it. And then because once you say that, you can't take it back. And then like I always used to get like, I only realized like, I don't know, like a couple weeks or like 2 weeks ago, like I used to have like super, super depressive episodes like after DJing, like getting in the, like I don't know if anyone saw it because I deleted most of the posts. Yeah.
I did a while ago.
Yeah, like I'd get like super depressed in the Uber home. I didn't know why. I would just like get in the Uber and just have like this overwhelming existential dread. And then I'd post something super depressing on Facebook, wake up the next morning hungover, be embarrassed and delete it.
Do you think that was like, it's like the whole like tour come downs, but it's like come downs from
it was sort of it was sort of like you're at like this peak for 4 hours where you're the fucking center of attention, you've all got all this energy, and then you just get in the Uber and it's like, oh, back to reality now. Yeah. And then so like and then all these like reasons were just like summing up, and then I thought about it, and then I just like decided. I told like the managers. I told like the managers, and then didn't really tell anyone else. Like I told like a couple of close friends. I didn't want to make a big deal out of like we're gonna have a fucking retirement party and stuff like that. But I like that post I posted on my Willco page. I drafted that probably like 50 fucking times. Just trying to like get it. Because like everything I post on my page is just shit post, and I'm like, all right, you should probably take this one pretty seriously. Yeah. So I drafted it out like 50 times. I had it scheduled for like Monday night, and then I was like sitting in my car picking up my girlfriend Sunday. And then I was just like waiting for her to get in the car, and then I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh, fuck. I like read it one more time, read the draft one more time. I was just like, fuck it, let's just post it now. So I just read the draft one more time, published it, and turned my phone off. And then it's like, all right, can't go back now. And then so that was that.
Did you a lot of messages and?
Yeah, I got like a lot of messages, a lot of comments and stuff. They were really nice to read for because it was like,
you're fishing up.
Yeah, like a lot of people had some really nice stuff to say, so that was good.
Any shit stuff?
Nah. I mean, my girlfriend said I was a sellout, but then I'm not going to say what she said. But like, it was all in good fun.
Yeah.
Do you think that, without naming anyone, but do you think there's some people that should do what you've decided to do?
No.
Huh?
Yeah. Join the sellout club, Joe. One of us.
But I honestly don't get the context of how that's selling out.
I mean, not
you
really.
Get what I mean? Like, how is that actually selling out?
I
think that's the reverse.
Yeah,
I think that's like getting out of being a sellout.
Well, I always just kind of like take the piss out of myself and say I'm a corporate sellout. But that's just my own like self-degrading.
I think because he's going into corporate, so he's getting away from like.
Well, that being said, like my marketing business is focusing on like events and venues. Like I fucking hate corporate clients. Like I've gotten like people ask me to do this stuff. I'm like, nah, I just want.
Yeah, you're knocking back work that you're like, I can see that being shit for me, so therefore it's gonna be shit
like
for
I'm
you.
kind of being picky, but like but to answer your question, I don't think there's anyone that should, because it just has to be a decision that you make yourself. Like I think we kind of touched on this a little bit maybe in the last interview. I can't remember. I was pretty hammered. But like, it just depends on why you're actually doing it. If you're doing it because you still really enjoy it, then just keep doing it. Like, but if you're doing it because like you just want to be this fucking sick DJ and get laid and get hammered, then it's just like there's a pretty vain reason to keep doing it. Especially when it's like a creative field where people are like super passionate about this shit, and you're just doing it for these really like shallow, noxious reasons, and that's not a good enough reason to do it. It's not going to make you happy either. It will just make you like surface level happy kind of thing.
And people can see that too.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm honestly like way happier, like knowing that I've got like my Saturday nights back. I can go out to like see like I've never been able to like go to like shows I want to because I've been working as a DJ full time. Like now I can go see Spire Villa in like 2 weeks time. It's going to be fucking sick. Let's go to all these D&B events and get fucked up instead of having to be in charge of what fucking song plays next.
Well, so what's next? What's the plan?
It's going to focus on getting this marketing thing off the ground. Like, I'm in a super fucking competitive industry because basically,
So you've left a super competitive industry
real
to go into a super
real fucking good at picking my industries. Hey, it's just like everyone's a DJ. All right, we'll get out of the DJ industry, but now everyone's a fucking Facebook marketing entrepreneur. I fucking hate that word. Such an obnoxious fucking word. Entrepreneur. I got people like on Facebook that have like. This is the reason I hate the word entrepreneur. I've got like people on Facebook that have like entrepreneur in their like employment on Facebook. Like, you're not an entrepreneur, you sell ecstasy in nightclubs. It's like, fuck off. But like,
You're a chemist.
yeah, you just watch Breaking Bad and you want to follow in their footsteps. I can't really fucking talk. I'm wearing a hoodie that says dealer. It's a metal band. They're really good. It's not about drugs.
Yeah. What's next?
Next is just getting this marketing business off the ground. And like I said, this is a super competitive industry because I'm running Facebook ads to try and get clients to get me to run their Facebook ads for them. And I'm competing with other people that run Facebook ads for a living. So I was like, fuck. It's like I'm competing at people that do the exact same thing as me and are like as good, if not better than me at doing it. So I've just got to get really creative in how I market myself and brand myself. And like without trying to be cocky, like I'm pretty confident because like everyone in the digital marketing space is usually pretty like, what is it, like square cut? Is that the like, corporate, square, whatever it is? But like I can be like a little bit more edgy in my marketing and stuff like that. And I've gotten a lot of good feedback from my ads and talking to people and things like that. And just being this fucking emopreneur. And then just doing that so I could be a little bit left of field, which is kind of what I was doing with the Willco thing. Like I had its own unique brand. So now I just got to do that, but making fucking Facebook ads with people.
Yeah, and change it up.
Yeah.
Is there like particular people or clients that you are chasing in that? Because you said you are knocking back certain kinds of
Yeah, so I'm trying to focus on like events and venues because that's what I've been doing for like 5 years. So like I'm good at it. And it's so I'm doing like a done with you solution as opposed to a done for you solution. So it's kind of like having a personal trainer where you get like a personal trainer because like they know what you need to do to get the results you need. It's just up to you to, pick up the weight, do the work, and they'll spot you, make sure your form's right and things like that. So I'm kind of using that business model, which I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from clients because the whole thing with like done for you is like the client doesn't see what you do.
Yeah.
Which they actually get like worried about, and then it makes your value a lot less, I suppose, tangible. But if you're on a call with them, like saying, "Yeah, you got to do this, and then do this," then, but that's digressing a bit.
Well, it'd be exciting to see, where you end up and like how.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's not like I'm never ever gonna DJ again. It's like I'll still get fucking hammered and do like a back to back with Rovi at amps.
You don't do it, John Farnham.
What's he done? Oh, he's
Retired like 6 times.
Oh, really? It'll be like if I'm out and like I've got a USB in my pocket or something, like I'm like hearing or whatever, and someone's crept the BPM up to 174 BPM, like I'm definitely gonna fucking jump on and play back to back with someone for 10 minutes. The thing is, I'm not taking bookings. I'm not trying to like grow the brand or make it a thing anymore. It's just like if I'm out and I know the DJ, I might play back to back with them. You might be lucky and fucking see me play Alright Since Not Tragedies again.
Yeah. That will be the case.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's be honest. You'll have a USB on you.
Oh yeah, I'll stay on my keyring. I won't update the music, so it's still going to be music from this year and the past. So fucking hopefully Mackie G 2 is still good in like 2027. Let's be honest, that song's a fucking heater. It's going to go down in history.
You got anything you got a smart question you want to add, Joel? Anything you want to ask?
No, because this is
it's not
very special one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a podcast, but I thought you might have something smart
I asked the
to
smart
ask.
questions already.
Yeah. You got anything else you want to... Any message you want to give to someone?
Why are you sitting there like you're ready for a fucking boxing fight or something? Yeah, it's like the smack talk before the UFC.
His existential dread just setting in.
And even the look on your smug little fucking face as well.
Be a photographer forever.
He's just like...
I don't know, let's see, smart messages. Well, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing until I was like 22. So, someone asked me this on my Instagram story. They're like, any advice for when you're like 19, 20 years old? Like, I didn't have a fucking clue what I was doing. And that's perfectly fine. No one knows what the fuck... I barely even know what the fuck I'm doing right now. But, like, that's good because you're like 18, 19, 20. You're still working out what you like. You just had to focus on working out what you like and then just figure out a way to pay the bills with it. You don't have to, like, go to university just because that's literally what everyone else is doing, because it's a fucking safe bet. Like, had a double degree and then a single degree. Then I did like event management. Then I dropped out to try and be a fucking DJ, and that worked out perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. You don't know what you're doing. Just fucking work it out and take your time.
Were you ever scared with making the decision to quit?
Oh yeah, I was fucking terrified.
Are you still terrified?
Oh yeah, you know how much money I've lost a year now that I'm not DJing. DJing was like literally like the easiest, maybe not overpaid job, but like it was like a fair portion of my income. And I don't even remember the fucking hours that I was like working.
Willco, driving your Ubers to an event.
Yeah, be an Uber driver, and I was talking ear off about the Facebook algorithm.
You should totally do Uber.
I actually used to remember. You know Mitty.
Yeah.
He used to drive me home from metros all the time, and he used to tell everyone, he's like, "Dude, if you ever want to learn like the inside fucking hacks of digital marketing, just drive Brandon home when he's hammered, because he'll just be lying in your backseat and just talk your ear off about the Facebook algorithm and just not stop talking, and you'll learn everything." Like, I've given him more value in consulting hours just from him driving me home hammered than I have to like actual paying clients probably.
So if you want to learn anything, take Brandon home when he's drunk.
Wait, what's that event coming up? Driving home from fucking... What? You said you're going to go watch that D&B show.
Oh yeah, someone picked me up from Spy at Villa in like a couple of weeks. I'll definitely talk your fucking ear off after that one. I'll have a lot to say. You probably won't even need to drive me. We'll just fucking walk home. Anywhere's walking distance.
Oh, well, thank you for, I guess, coming on and giving us a little bit of an insight as to...
Thanks for letting me come on and, I suppose, verify a couple of things that I couldn't really touch on in a short little text post on Facebook.
I'm going to let you close this one out. You can say whatever you want. So.
Fuck, I should have planned. I was going to get like a confetti cannon kind of thing. I have like, congratulations, sell out on the back wall or something like that. But I don't know. Thanks for tuning into the AAA podcast. My name's Willco, but you got to call me Brandon from now on.